to get into the next level.
Khyree keeps trying to get to the edge and he can't. Khyree Jackson closing in. The transfer from Alabama.
And that's one of those instances where you make the wrong read if you're Khyree, because there's no one to block Jackson. Give the ball up the field to Craig, and probably has a better chance of getting yards.
You might be able to get away with that at the FCS level in terms of making a move on that corner.
Right.
Probably not going to happen with Portland State. Oregon's bottled him up. Sweeping it to the outside is Quincy Craig, and he is knocked down as he gets to the 30 in a physical tackle on the perimeter by Khyree Jackson.
Well, it really has got to be, demeaning when a team comes out and scores in less than a minute and start the second half.
Nehemiah Martinez and Xavier White. It's Brooks involved, the running back, though, in the passing game. He ran for only 39 yards last week. This drive starts with a 15, picks up 6. Here is Tyler Shuck. And it is a first down pass, and Price bobbled it and dropped it. Senior from the Colony just outside of Dallas does not catch it on first down.
Two offensive players wide open, and that is a strike by Tyler Shuck. Just again, look that in all the way.
Ceded to opponents after they went for it on fourth and didn't convert. And Shuck probing, looking, and runs to the near sideline, that is. And cut down by Khyree Jackson inside the 20. So the ball into the red zone now with the 18.
Just again, a little outside QB run all the way 100% of the time. A four-man side up.
To block by York at the Oregon 41. Shuck with all kinds of time, and he throws it to Oregon. An interception, Khyree Jackson. The air comes out of the balloon in Lubbock, and what a play by the transfer from Tuscaloosa. Looking for Bradley, but it's right to Jackson. Turnover, the second of the game for Texas Tech. Play clock goes under 5 seconds. Throw to Brooks, and Brooks is stopped short. Stopped by Khyree Jackson. He has an interception tonight, and an important tackle 2 yards short of the first down.
Open space, zone pressure this time from Oregon. Good answer, getting him in the flat, but a better tackle by Khyree Jackson.
The 21st century tradition of Hawaii football. High throw, pick. Good tackle to save a return by Khyree Jackson. Sixth interception thrown by Shager in now game 4.
He's a little bit off as he takes his drop. Receiver goes up with one hand, tips it right to Ty Sheen. Khyree Jackson with the interception. It would have been a nice play. Like the play design, the route design. Jackson tries to play it over the top, tipped right to him. I think he gets to sign the shoe now, too.
Second best quarterback to play in the system. Remember that name. There's an underneath throw that's bottled up by the Ducks. Ball 36 times last week against Albany. 4 more than they passed it. They pass it there and ends up having Jalen Walthall be the DB and prevent a pick by Khyree Jackson.
Yeah, nice job by Walthall. Just kind of throw it up. Again, Oregon's deciding we want to play man coverage. We're going to press you, we're going to bump you. Exactly what happens, and they get his second pick.
Shager did escape, rolled out, hits Nick Senecal.
Position to throw every ball.
2nd and 7. Pick up the pressure, going to take a shot downfield, and that's beyond Weaver to the outside. Going to take a shot downfield and nearly intercepted as he was looking for Weaver, but Khyree Jackson had excellent coverage.
Phenomenal job from the back end. Xavier Weaver is the deep threat for Colorado. He takes the top off of defenses, but look at the 6'3" Alabama transfer. Khyree Jackson, turn around, locate the football. Shedeur Sanders lucky that one wasn't picked up. Throw, keeping it away from Nico Reed.
2nd and 4. Shador to the other side, back shoulder that is incomplete. It was denied by Khyree Jackson.
I tell you, Khyree Jackson came to play today. We saw him with a big play earlier in this game on a go route. This time, doing a nice job just turning his head. So many times you see cornerbacks, they have no idea where the ball is. They're sort of flailing. Creates pass interference. He's been playing clean, and on an island, he's been winning all game long.
Pound defensive lineman who is playing shield. Shador able to get it to Edwards, and Edwards is wrapped up
again
and taken out of bounds.
Another example of Oregon tackling the catch. And Dylan Edwards is hard to tackle in a phone booth.
Yes.
I mean, he's 5'9", 170. Ask TCU about him. Ask Colorado State about him. Not easy, but
Shador, downfield strike, and that was batted away. The pass defended by Khyree Jackson. Javon Antonio was the 6'4" intended target.
I think you could make an argument that Khyree Jackson's been the MVP of this game defensively for Oregon. He's been on an island one-on-one with a variety of receivers for Colorado, and he's been winning these one-on-one balls. Here he's going up against a 6'4" receiver, but again, you see how he gets the head turned around and locates it? There's a little bit of hand fighting, but referees aren't going to call PI when they see the
2 to zip. And that is how we start this fourth quarter with Dylan Edwards.
Oh, it's a celebration, no doubt. It almost feels
18 yards. Dylan Edwards kept his balance past midfield.
But Joe, what you said a moment ago.
Dominated by Stanford. Play action for Lamson. He goes down and sacked back inside Stanford territory. Khyree Jackson, the corner on the blitz, with the sack and a loss back to the Stanford 47.
Well, Tosh wasn't going to let it go too long. He has a blitz coming on, a little bit of a green dog by his linebacker. And in that instance, when the linebacker sees that the back is blocking, he gets a chance to rush the quarterback. That's what we call green dog. Jackson did a good job at getting the sack.
Loss of 8. Again,
under Coach Mike Leach. Empty backfield. Looping pressure got in the face of Penix around the corner. Jamal Hill, the linebacker.
Yeah, and again, you're putting these defensive backs on islands with the style of offense that you play, and then eventually see the pressure here come around. It's 5-on-5, but the delay, I think, affected the communication.
18-yard pickup. Penix backpedals and incomplete. Polk was well covered, nobody open, and pressure came from Khyree Jackson off the corner.
They've got to find ways with Tosh Lavoie, the defensive coordinator, to get pressure. You got to, if you allow him to sit and not be unfazed, he is
5 snaps, but those 20-25 snaps have been impactful. 2nd down and 6. Jackson again trying to get outside. And he's chopped down by Jeffrey Bassa after a 2-yard run. And this defense is so good. Jackson, the running back. They'll give it to him straight ahead, and he won't get it. Terrific defense. No gain on the play. And it's moving forward. Glover remains in the game. 1st down and 10 at the 15. Play fake. Barnes dancing. Fires deep in the end zone. Incomplete. It's so difficult to get a play action pass, in particular in the red zone, when you've got man defense being played on the outside, because the safeties, they can come down. Now, Vele, he's probably open, but Barnes was looking to the opposite side. He was trying to get the post route on this side, his right side, and look at the coverage. Beautiful coverage right there from Khyree Jackson, and so Barnes place on the field. 1st down and 10 at the 25. And here's Barnes trying to bring it outside. He didn't fool anybody. A loss of 2 on this play as Khyree Jackson brings him down in the open field. Now the problem for you, Barnes, and Barnes goes down hard. Khyree Jackson with the sack. Oregon
Oregon bringing pressure. That's a loss of 11.
Well, you got miscommunication between the tackle and the back. Watch both of these guys. So you've got Laumea and Jackson. There's two players over there. They don't know who to take, and both of the Oregon Ducks end up getting to Barnes, and now they're way behind the chains. It's so important that the running back is clued into exactly what the offensive line is doing and what those responsibilities are. The back really should be covering up for that corner blitz with Khyree Jackson to run the football as well as throw it because of the pass rush.
3rd down and 7. Caught, but not enough. No, incomplete now. Money Parks couldn't hold on. Well defended by guess who? Khyree Jackson.
And every time you look up, whether it's a front 7 player or even in the secondary, they are all over this Utah team. That's the length and the speed that they have. They play a lot of man coverage. They want to challenge the opposition. Dan Landers and defenders at the 2nd and 3rd level.
3rd and 7. Barnes hit as he throws, incomplete. Vele the target. Brandon.
Mendoza running away from him. And Mendoza won't get there. Mendoza needs 6, and it's broken up. Tried to get it into Brian Hightower, intended receiver.
Nice shot. Watch the left hand. Perfectly executed. Khyree Jackson. You talk about transfers on offense, Ted. In the secondary, they've had a couple. They've been huge. Jackson playing like
Goes outside, but that Oregon defense is still there.
This is like a trap door. It's a tight game.
Bourguet back to pass. He's in trouble. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had the completion available. Mistimed. Melquan Stovall brings up 4th down.
Yeah, he had the single coverage one-on-one with Jackson and Stovall on a little post corner. And an extra lineman in there as well. There's the post, there's the corner. Just missed.
Just a little bit off on the timing of that route. Bourguet lays it up. Almost an acrobatic catch by Elijah Badger. Good coverage by Khyree Jackson on the outside.
Khyree Jackson had a conversation with the sideline. Had coverage on the post corner earlier. Badger just looked like he couldn't get his left hand. He's got to get that left hand to the ball. 2 hands to match your jersey number. You get a shot.
Swing to the outside, a big hit. Badger goes nowhere. Khyree Jackson laying the helmet on Badger, and Badger's slow to get up.
Just a great recognition. Watch his eyes on Bourguet. Run over the top of Khyree, who blocks the least dangerous defender there. But Oregon is all kinds of dialed into these gate formations.
That will end our first quarter. All Ducks down. Wild scat. Skattebo in the backfield. High snap. Skattebo avoids one. Looking deep. Incomplete. Badger played good defense right there. Coverage was by Khyree Jackson. Skattebo had a huge gain if he just hangs on to it.
Yeah, he did. He was directing traffic back there. Add that to his resume. Add that bullet point. Watch him break contain. A little high snap, a little collision on the play fake. Gets around the edge. Watch him direct traffic. Say, hey, go deep. I only throw deep. And then, as you said, Jackson just gloved. Maybe
say hard. We know where they get their competitiveness from.
Yeah, go hit your brother, hit him hard, says Big Dave. Bolden goes down, tripped up by Khyree Jackson.
Could not have a better call. You're going to see Jackson coming from the short side on a corner blitz. You really want to try to check out of that play.
Oregon.
But a good job of not showing it by the senior Jackson and getting home.
16 on the game clock.
Yeah, to put a bow on Allison's story there. DJ Uiagalelei was at the in-home visit when Dan Lanning and Taj Lapoy came to visit his little brother. He sat in on the meetings. He wanted to make sure they're going to use him. First half.
Where's 88?
Have not seen Velling, but he's usually a red zone target. Uiagalelei incomplete. He wanted Gould.
Well, he had Velling right away. Had an
Now this moment for Oregon State, they're down by 3 more than they were last year when they came back to win. Uiagalelei, and it's incomplete. Khyree Jackson was the closest. And when you're talking about emotion, but Oregon took it to him today as Uiagalelei misses. And I go back to the first drive for the Oregon Ducks. They pounded the ball.
Yep.
Almost as a response.
That's right. The eyes of the safeties and the discipline of the safeties of the Oregon defense.
Tight end Jack Westover to the left of Penix in the backfield. And the throw, a miscommunication there, almost intercepted. Khyree Jackson came across, but Odunze didn't expect the ball there.
Yeah, you're right. Watch the receivers. You said the miscommunication. They're blocking downfield. They have no idea that this ball is being thrown to them. Boy, did they catch a break. You know, in a game like this, it's the miscommunication, it's the air. And that's Michael Penix saying, hey, man, that one's on me.
Huskies back to work. Handoff around the right side. Jeremy Bernard. Action there. Penix is pressure that time, lofts it to Will Nixon. Knocked down hard. Nixon had some space, but ball couldn't quite get there.
They are a corner pressure team. When you get on the hash, you better be ready for the potential threat. And it's Khyree Jackson. Actually bring pressure from both sides off the edge. You see right there, it's Tysheem Johnson, but also 5 bringing it from the boundary. But somehow Penix gets it out. Somehow, some way, he felt that to get it out.
Pressure on third down. Penix off his back foot, overshoots, and it's intercepted. Khyree Jackson on his knees. The first takeaway tonight, trying to find Odunze, but the pressure was the factor there.
They walk up pressure and then sink here, but they still get pressure off to the right. See that late blitz? Penix, this is the first mistake he's made. And the way that Oregon thought they could get him to force the ball was just get around him. They've not done a great job of that. This time they do. He forces that ball into coverage, and the Ducks are able to take advantage of it with that big interception.
If you can take time away and make him throw off his back foot, the ball will sail. It did that time as beautifully as he spins those lefty throws. That one.